Oh, what is up, guys? It is so good to have a car that runs properly again. I'm sure many of you can relate. Let's put up our windows. I'm sure many of you can relate to an issue that has cropped up very slowly over time. My exhaust leak and my clutch pedal have probably been developing over the past, I don't know, 6 months to a year or so, maybe more. My clutch has been more, actually, probably a year and a half. But it has taken so long to get as bad as it did that I forgot how good my car was. And I know many of you could relate with similar issues that, you know, kind of just creep up on you and you don't realize how bad the issue is until you get it fixed. But that being said, I'm glad that my car is running great. Now all I have to do is replace my brakes and rotors, which will either happen later this weekend or next week because I have to work. But we'll see. I'm getting to that. I just haven't had a chance to get back to the rotors since my last video. But I do have a lot of great ideas, some from you guys who left comments, of new things to try that I'm sure are gonna work. So, as I get started here, head to the store, I figured I'd talk to you guys about future plans for my STi. And my clutch pedal feels so weird. It feels proper, it feels like it should, but it's been broken for so long that I almost have to relearn the engagement point because it was just that broken. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about what I'm doing with my STi and what my plans are. One of my most popular videos is the 10 things I hate about my STi, and people say if I really hated my car that much and if it was really that bad, I should just sell it and give it to somebody who deserves it. Ha ha. I've also had people wonder why so many things have broken on my STi. And it's a combination of things. First of all, my car is upwards of 10 years old at this point, and it has over 150,000 miles. So there are things that naturally are going to wear out and break with your car as it ages. So that's part of it. Rubber hoses, plastic parts, metal parts, rust, break, whatever. That's just natural, and that happens. The other half of it is that my car is modified, and when you modify a car, reliability goes out the window. So obviously things are gonna break more. And if you're modifying your car and you're not breaking parts, then you either didn't modify it very much at all, or you are very lucky and have had no issues, because everybody that I know who has modified their car to any degree has had big issues or small issues crop up sooner or later. It's just the nature of the beast. So, a lot of people have commented and said, you know, you should sell your STi. Why do you deal with it? Why do you put up with all the trouble that it's giving you? And it's really hard for me to explain to people that at this point, it makes a lot more sense for me to just keep it. I have replaced pretty much everything there is to replace on this car. I've replaced the engine, axles, brake, rotors, pads. The calipers are going to get rebuilt fairly soon, within the next year, because they're original and have 150,000 miles on them. My plan is to rebuild them and powder coat them. You know, but servicing your calipers really isn't an expensive deal. It's pretty much a DIY for Brembos. But anyway, from my perspective, the exact opposite is true. I don't want to sell my car because I have put so much money into it. And on my car, there's a very short list of parts that would probably break that I haven't replaced already. At this point, the only thing that I could figure that would break that I haven't replaced, I mean, any parts can break, even new ones, but the only parts I haven't replaced is the transmission, which the 6-speed transmission is very strong and probably won't wear out for a long time. Knock on dashboard. But the 6-speed is very strong. I mean, there's guys with the 6-speed who are putting down 600 plus wheel horsepower in launching their cars and doing crazy stuff. So I'm at a lot less than that. So I really don't expect my transmission to break anytime soon. but it's probably going to wear out at some point that I own this car. So transmission, my differentials at some point, they seem to be working good for right now, but I'd expect those would wear out. My brake system, brake master cylinder, clutch master cylinder, slave cylinders, that kind of stuff, at some point is probably going to go. Other than that, there's really nothing else that's going to break that is an issue anyway. I mean, like I said, all parts break sooner or later, but I've replaced pretty much everything else. So it makes no sense for me to have put so much money into this car and then sell it, because honestly, there's just not a whole lot else to break. So I would much rather keep the car, you know, fix the small issues as they crop up, and just keep it and have it as a second car. Now, another reason I have no plans on selling this car is because arguably the 2006 STi is one of the best years of STi ever made. Now, I know a lot of the newer STIs have more luxury features, heated wipers, heated seats, whatever, but my car is more performance oriented. In 2006, you have to remember that Subaru was pretty much the king of WRC, and they were also at the height of their rivalry with Mitsubishi. So the 2006 STi is much more performance oriented. It has a lot more lightweight parts, a lot more aluminum parts used. The exhaust valves are different than even the 07. The gears are different. There's a whole list of differences that are unique to the 2006 STi. And if I could find that list, I will post it so that you guys can see all what I'm talking about. But basically, after 2006, starting in 2007, and especially in 2008 on, Subaru just kind of toned every year down more and more. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Part of it has nothing to do with Subaru and everything to do with the government forcing new emissions regulations. But plain and simple, the newer STIs, as awesome as they are not quite as performance oriented as the 06 was. The Hawkeyes are one of the best looking, in my opinion, but best performing STIs ever. It's just the way it is. So it would be foolish for me to sell this car, because I know if I would sell it, I would absolutely regret it. So I hope you enjoyed this short little vlog. For the record, when a YouTuber says short, usually we are referring to editing time. Like this vlog is very simple. It's just cut edits, jump cuts, very simple. We're not necessarily referring to the length, because I see a lot of comments on my videos and other people's videos, you know, all mad, oh, you said it was short, and it wasn't short, it was 10 minutes. It's a YouTuber thing, okay? It's how we think. We're talking about editing. So with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this, and I'm here at the mall because I need to do some shopping, and unfortunately it looks like it's packed, and I almost killed a man. Not my fault. I don't know how you cannot hear my car. I guess I need a louder exhaust. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm glad I didn't kill somebody on camera, because that would be a little bit embarrassing. And I'll catch you guys next time. I am kind of like him. I vlog and I make just awesome stuff, crazy awesome stuff in my Subaru STi.